Hi, I'm Craig Milkowski for Timeform US, taking a look at the Santa Anita Oaks being run this Saturday at Santa Anita Park. It drew just a scant field of 5 horses, including a very heavy favorite. It's the morning line isn't out as we record, but Kinza is sure to be the odds-on pick in here for Bob Baffert. You can see he has 2 entrants in the field, and this is a race where it's just going to probably be very tough to bet the favorite. And we'll start by taking a look at that Timeform US pace projector to give us an idea of what we're going to see on the lead. And you can see that heavy favorite Kinza is shown all alone by herself, a gap to the next 3 horses in the field, one of whom is her stablemate, who would be very unlikely to chase her. So it does look like Kinza is going to have an easy lead. That said, let's take a look at the field in post position order. And we will begin with that first of the 2 Bob Baffert fillies, Nothing Like You. We're taking a look at her in the Starlet at Los Al last December. It is a race that awards points towards the Kentucky Oaks, but obviously that doesn't come into play with Bob Baffert. And Nothing Like You ran her the best race of her career here, earning a 99 Timeform US speed figure. The problem, as I said, she's done her best running on the front end. All of her career wins, I believe, all 3 of them have come on or near the lead. The one time she wasn't on the lead, it was in a sprint race. This is obviously at 2 turns, so kind of hard to see what she's going to do from the rail to be able to maybe turn the tables on her stablemate, who she had no luck with at all last time. Now let's take a look at that heavy favorite, Kinza. Shown last time, and we could have picked any number of races for her, as she has run many big ones here, but in this one she's drawing away, just absolutely romping the victory, running a huge 119 Timeform US speed figure. This race, by the way, was the Santa Isabel run back in March, and she just basically toyed with this field all the way around. And what makes her particularly tough to beat is that speed figure. No one in this field has come anywhere near a 119 speed figure. She's run over the 110 mark in all 3 of her career starts, so going to be tough to find somebody to beat her. If you wanted to make a case for somebody, that would probably be the next filly that we're going to talk about, Copon. We're going to take a look at her in the Las Virgenes Stakes. And you'll notice that Kinza, this is also one of the races where she just goes on to win. Not quite the romp that we saw in the Santa Isabel, but a strong performance nonetheless. And Copon actually ran pretty well in here. She hung around a lot closer, only beaten 2 lengths at the finish. She's going to try to give her a go again, and she has done her best running on the front end. If one horse is going to make a challenge early, I would assume it's going to be Copon. You can see her speed figures have been ascending, so maybe she can take another step forward here. Obviously, it would have to be a pretty big step to go from a 107 all the way up to a 119, but she is the filly, in my opinion, most likely to upset the favorite. The next filly in the field is If You Ain't First or Last. I assume an ode to that Will Ferrell movie about the NASCAR racing, but I don't really have a whole lot to say about this one. Just looks like a field filler. She was eased last time against Kinza. She broke her maiden in a maiden claiming race. Her best career speed figure is an 86. So this would be a monumental shocker if she were to get the job done. One more horse to take a look at, and that's Caroso. And I guess there's a chance that maybe she could be the second choice in here. She comes out of a nice maiden win where she was able to win by a nose, up on a moderate pace. She did show some grit as she really faced a battle with the runner-up Bonacqua, and it was a huge gap of 13 lengths back to the 3rd place finisher in here. But the speed figure was just a 99, so she's another would have to take just a gigantic step forward. That completes the field. Let's take a look at my picks for this race. And I just think the favorite is way too tough to beat in here, Kinza. I'm not going to spend any money on trying to beat her. I'm not going to spend any money trying to get her in the winner circle either, as she's likely to be a very short price. Maybe you could play some exactas with horses like Copon or Caroso, but the field just looks a little small and not a whole lot of value being offered. So that's it for me with this preview of the Santa Anita Oaks.